Hi, this is Shira from the Frugal Quilter, and today I am working on the Jeep quilt. I already recorded one time, and for some reason it didn't take. And I know it was recording. I saw it recording. So I don't know. I don't know. I'm still figuring this out. Anyways, what I've done today, I know this looks strange. I know it looks strange. I have distance vision, progressive lenses in the bottom, but I still can't see ideally. So I add another pair of readers over top of it. What I'm doing today is I have pieces that I have sewn together end to end to make these 2-inch strips. And I framed this entire panel in this color blue here, and I'm going to build it up at the top and build it up at the bottom. And then once I get it to the height that I want, the length, roughly 60 inches, then I'm going to cut off all the pieces, flesh, get it, get it straight, get it even, and then I'll see how much width I have to put on it. I decided to go with the colors that I'm using in this Jeep quilt. I decided to go from dark to light after I get the blue trim on it. So black is next to the colors I selected, then dark gray, and then light gray. This is not a how-to video. This is more like an inspiration video. I like to watch videos of people who are quilting for inspiration. There are plenty of videos out there that are how-to when it comes to quilting. When I add strips like this, I don't backstitch to secure it because I will lose that when I line it up and cut off the edges. So this is what I've got so far. And the next color will be the light gray. Let's see if I've done the bottom side. I'm going to go ahead and add the dark gray to the bottom first, and then I'll add the light gray to the top and the bottom. I've got a lot of lights on in here. I do need a lot of lights to quilt. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 lights on, plus the light coming in from the window here. I'm sewing on a Husqvarna Viking Emerald 118. This is a basic machine. It's not digital. I had a digital Viking, and they discontinued making parts for it, so I elected to trade it in, and I got this. This is, I think, not the bottom of the line of this particular series, but the next one up. The reason why it's the next one up because it has the needle down button. I really use the needle down a lot when quilting. It was kind of important to me to have that. For example, right now I'm going to do a few stitches in and put that needle down. Check again, make sure it's right sides together. Make sure that I have this on the right side so that when I flip it up, it will be on the back. Again, this is not a how-to quilting show. There are plenty of how-to quilt videos out there. At some point, maybe I'll do some tutorials. Basically, this is an inspiration type channel. I like to watch channels of quilters to gain inspiration. So that's basically what this is. And also I'm bringing a frugal aspect into it. Not only frugal aspect of quilting, but frugal aspect of life in general. As we get older, you know, we usually have limited income. We can't work like we used to. Some people are on a fixed income. To be perfectly honest, as expensive as things are these days, the younger people are having to be very careful in budget too. It's not just those of us who are over 60. It's anybody at any age. So I will be bringing some frugal tips, suggestions, things that work for me. And even if you don't need to be so frugal, there's no reason to waste money. You can be frugal and yeah, there's no reason to not be frugal, in my opinion. Even if tomorrow, if all of a sudden, if my income was to drastically increase, I still would be frugal because, you know, I'd like to, it'd be nice if I had something to leave to family members, put it back for a rainy day. But at this point in time in my life, frugality is a necessity, and that's okay. We shouldn't be wasting money regardless. That's just my personal opinion. Okay. That's a sticker on the thread just popped off. See if I'm still recording, because I did record this already. When I add strips like this, I go ahead and I add them, and then when I'm done adding, I go and then I quilt it. I mean, not quilt it, iron it. Iron it to get the seams flat. I'll have to iron the top and bottom, the seams, to get them flat before I start adding to the sides. Once I get it ironed, I'll cut it off, cut off the edges, get it smooth so that I can still start building it on the sides to get the width. My plan at this point is to trim the entire quilt in white, because see, it's got this like snow in it. To make it pop, the backing will be white, and cotton batting on the inside. I'm going to pause this for just a second. I think the mailman is here. Okay, that was the mailman. I scheduled a pickup today, a package pickup. I had 2 orders going out, and I don't always use the postal pickup, but sometimes I do. And with it getting dark early now, I'm not sure if I'll be able to leave to go to the post office before it gets dark. I try to not drive after dark because I do have cataracts. But that's an awesome service. I used to not partake of it because I was worried, what if they lost the packages and stuff? Then I would have to refund the customer, lose the product, lose the income, lose the money, and it kind of made me nervous. But yeah, it's a good service. For those who don't know, my day job, if you will, is doing things similar to this, working in the fiber arts field. And people order from me, and then I ship it out. Let's see if that thing is still recording. It says it's still recording. I'm like, I don't know where that video went. Okay. That's all I have left of that. I'm definitely going to have to connect more strips together. Okay, so this is what I've got so far on this. If you look at the previous video, like the intro to this quilt, I showed the entire panel in full. It's a beautiful Jeep panel. I did buy this panel on Etsy, and I got it on sale for a good price. Now, the light colored gray is next. Right sides together, of course. I'm going to double check, because it's no fun ripping out seams. No fun at all. Very time consuming. Put my needle down. And let's get this strip on there. This is going to be a lap size quilt. If I ever decide to make an intro for this channel, I'll probably write my own music score and record it. My background is in music. I used to teach piano. I didn't teach a whole lot when my kids were coming up. I was a stay-at-home mom, and my job was raising my kids, and I homeschooled them. And homeschooling is, you know, that can be a full-time job in and of itself. I homeschooled them. I cooked from scratch. But I did teach sometimes in the evenings, some years, not all of the years, but some years I did. We would finish up with school, finish up with supper, and if I remember correctly, I think my first piano student was 7 p.m. I also taught choreography for a while, dance choreography, and I did all of that in my home. So yeah, if I ever decide to get fancy with this channel and have a proper intro, I'm sure I will write my own music. That way I don't have to worry about copyright. It's still recording. I don't know what happened to that other video. I looked all in my phone. I'm using a phone. I don't have a camera. I'm starting very simple. When I first became self-employed, my initial investment was $10 for materials. And that's the way I'm going to do with this YouTube channel. It has to support itself. Right now, I'm not monetized, of course, so I'm not investing in anything. I don't even have a mic. Might at some point get a mic. You can get a microphone for anywhere between $5, $10, $15. I might do that. People suggest that you get lights and so forth. I have so many lights that I use to be able to work. I'm thinking I might not need any lights, but if I do, I will have to wait until after the channel is actually monetized. The channel will have to support itself. Now, if I bomb at this and never get monetized, well, that's very possible. It could happen. I know that this channel, it's very niche. It's not something that everyone is going to be interested in. So, yeah, I might not ever get monetized. I realize that. But I'm like, hey, let's just give it a shot. You never know. Okay, this is what we got here. We've got the blue, the black, the dark gray, the light gray. And I'm probably going to continue alternating the darker gray and the light gray all the way up on both sides till I get it to the length that I want, which will be 60 inches minimum. It is going to be a lap size quilt. I'm going to go ahead and put the light gray on this end. Let's see if I have enough strip here. I had to piece these pieces together. I cut 2-inch strips and then piece them together. And I'm going to have to piece more together. Let me see if I have enough here to do this across. Yeah, there's enough. I'm going to have to piece more together before I can go forward with getting it to the length that I want. I always put it just a little bit over, because once I'm done adding all of the strips on the top and the bottom, I'll be ironing it out to get it smooth, straight, get those seams going in the right direction. And then I'll be cutting it and evening it up on the sides. And then I'll build out both sides to get it to the width that I need it to be. And again, I'm not back stitching because that back stitching would be cut off anyways when I even up the edges. I make a lot of tassels for my day job, a whole lot of tassels. And that's a little bit, I don't know, I guess it's maybe where I'm sitting to make them or something. Boy, I really have a lot of lights on for that. Maybe it's the angle. I'm doing it in my lap. Sometimes I work late at night, and boy, this place is lit up. I have a neighbor who walks her dog at night, and she'll tell me, she's like, oh, I know you were working late last night. Whoa! What happened here? What's it doing? She got hung up in there somehow. Make sure we don't have one of those nest creating. You quilters, I know you know about the nest. There's no nest there. It's just where I was going over that seam. I'm going to be careful with that. I'm going to start it all over again. Now I am going to back stitch starting over here in the middle of the seam to make sure it's secure. And here's my reverse button here. Now, there's that going over seam there where, whoops, whoa, camera going crazy. Where I went over that seam there where I've got that cross seam on the underneath fabric there. Just kind of got hung up on it. Move over it carefully. Okay. Here we go. Both the top and bottom have the graduation of the colors going from dark to light. And I am going to have to put more strips together before I can go forward. So I think I'm going to end this video here. And when I do the... Okay, so sorry. I'm sure you guys have figured out I am not a professional videographer. That is for sure, and it shows. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that on camera, quite possibly. But right now I need to stop because guess what? The day job is calling. So you guys have a great day, and thank you for watching. Bye-bye.